We were all proud and accomplished. We had just finished a 50-mile canoe trip. Well, most of us. We didn't start out this happy, though. It had been 1 week since we saw civilization, the very one we wanted to escape and have some Adirondack therapy. There aren't many stories from the trip, but this one happened at Kelly Point, halfway down Long Lake. It was the 5th day of our long trip, and after 7 miles of canoeing, this is where we docked. A small, rocky cove that could only fit a few canoes. We unpacked the canoes and pulled them onto shore. Land. This was a welcoming view for our group, who were exhausted and at our wits' end with each other. From the day on the water and the past 5 days of pushing each other's buttons, we kinda got on each other's nerves. Land was a way to stretch our legs and get away from those on our nerves. The point of this trip was to unwind and escape from everyday life. So far, our Adirondack therapy wasn't working. On the way to the campsite, we had to haul our gear up the large stone staircase that was covered in lichen and moss, nearing the half of the campsite where some of us would set up some tents and relax for most of the day. Then we arrived at the lean-to. At this point, we have been at the site for about an hour, unpacking, and some of us have calmed down enough to start enjoying the scenery of this awesome place. We wandered around for a while, calming down and settling in until we were completely relaxed. Now, we wanted to have some fun. A few of us decided to venture into the dense woods. Others got back in their canoes and tried to swamp each other on the now rough lake. The rest of us took interest in this, a 12-foot cliff. I was looking at it for a few seconds before I saw someone run and jump off of it. When I saw him surface, I had a rush of adrenaline. I wanted to do it, but I've never done anything like it before. My heart started to pound, and then I realized I was on the edge of the cliff. And without any thought, I jumped. It felt like I was falling forever, and finally the chill of the water engulfed my entire body. When I came back up, shocked and gasping for air, I was stunned. I never knew that cliff jumping was so much fun. I realized I had found my Adirondack therapy, my way to unwind and escape from civilization. Cliff jumping, who knew? Quite the opposite of what you would think. Between the adrenaline rushes and the brief moments of suspense before you hit the water, wondering if you're going to enter correctly, and it's going to be a thrill, or if it's going to hurt. Most people don't like it, but I found it to be a blast. Now, here we are, well, most of us. 2 people had to get medevaced, but the ones that were here found a way to escape from civilization and unwind. We had found a way to resolve our internal conflicts, our way to escape from the mayhem of life through our Adirondack therapy.